So we are learning Selenium with Java, and today's agenda is about talking about operators. Okay, so we'll see some examples about logical operators, and there are other operators as well: arithmetic, assignment, comparison, all these things. Let me copy it from here. And arithmetic operator, we have discussed about it. Generally, that mathematical operator thing, you must be knowing it already. It's like you can do operations like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. We talked about this modulus operator also, which will give you remainder. Correct? That's it. Assignment operator is equal to sign. That's it. Comparison operator is greater than, equal to, those things. Less than, equal to, not equal to. Okay. Logical operators are this. Logical operators are this. Bitwise operator, generally you don't have to do anything on this, right? You can read about it and practice it. Generally, we do not use this thing, right? In a simple programming concept, we don't use it. Okay. So let's have some example of this and an OR part. Okay, I will open my Eclipse. We'll create a new class here. Let's say operators demo. You don't have to write .java and all. You just have to, let's say, create main function. Okay. Once we are here, what we want to do, this is comment, single line comment. Okay. I can say logical operator. So let's take it one by one. For the logical operator side, there is AND operator, there is OR operator. So I'm taking the example. So this is comparison, this one. So this is AND, this is OR. Okay. And how it works, AND operator requires, two conditions. So for example, this one, x is less than 5 and x is less than 10. Okay. Both the condition, it will check this condition also, this will check this condition also. If both are true, then the final answer will be 2. So for example, if I take it, integer x is equals to, let's say, 2. Okay. But then the answers to any logical operator will be Boolean. Either it will be true or false. Okay, so you have to store it in Boolean. Boolean, let's say we'll give a name, check is equals to this, semicolon. You have to put semicolon at the end because you are ending in a statement, right? So in Java programming, whenever there is a line, you are ending that line, right? So it will be end by semicolon sign. Okay, fine. So if you see here, we are saying that how assignment operator works, it will execute the right hand side first, and whatever is the answer, it will be allocated to the left hand side. It's like this. Now, because you have put here AND operator, how it will work, it will check this condition. Is this true or false? Whatever it is, okay, it will capture. Then it will check whether what is this, true or false. Okay. And then it's like if both the condition is true, then the final answer will be true. It's like this. Okay. In this particular case, because x is 2, 2 is less than 5, and 2 is also less than 10. So it should print true only. If I'll execute this, it will show me true. See here, it's showing me true. Fine. Whereas if I make it, let's say 6, okay, I'm changing the value of 6 now. If you see here, this is one condition. So for better understanding, let me put this in bracket. I'm putting this in bracket now, and this will be another condition. Okay. So now x is 6, 6 is less than 5, which is false. This condition is getting false. And this one is true. So basically it's false and true. So the final answer will be false. Okay. How AND operator works is, if any of the condition is false, then the finally it will be false. If you want to make it true, then both the conditions should be true. Then only the final answer will be true. It's like this. Okay. This is going to print me false. See here, this is the console window. We are able to see it's showing me false. Okay. This is how it works. Whereas, let's talk about the OR operator. Okay. So I'm copying this code only, and I'll put it here. Let's take another variable, check 2, something like this. And now, instead of AND operator, I'll put OR operator, 2 times 5. Okay, if in your keyboard, if you'll see it, you'll find it somewhere. Maybe you have to press shift and then a particular symbol which is present in your keyboard. So now in this case, what will happen? This is false, correct? X is still 6. So 6 is less than 5, which is false. And 6 is less than 10, which is true. So this is basically F or true, false or true. So how OR operator works is, it's like any of this condition is true, then the final will be true. It's like this. Okay. Any of this, if true, it will be true. Okay. So somebody is asking, what is the importance of Boolean function and why we supposed to do it? Because many a times you have to take the decision based on one or more conditions. That's why we are using it. I'll show a particular example also. Don't worry. A proper practical real life example we will see, and we'll be able to understand what I'm saying. Okay. Fine. So as of now, understand how AND operator and OR operator works. So this time it's false or true. So false or true. So the final thing will be, it should be true. Wait, it's printing me here, right? False. So it's, oh, I have printed check. So there is a problem. I have stored that in check too, but I am printing check. So it will print false only, right? I should print check too. So line number 16 will print me true now. You can practice at your end also later on with different things. Now the question is, what is practical implementation here then? Good question. So sometimes you have to take the decision based on different conditions. So for example, in India, if your age is greater than equal to 18, and your let's say nationality is Indian, right? Then only you can vote. Then you can vote. Correct? So there are two conditions which should be true. It should be true, then only there is a decision, right? So for example, let's assume there is a website where you are putting your age detail, right? And you are selecting nationality, right? Let's assume, and you are doing some online voting, let's assume, okay? So, or even the physical voting, what they do, they check your voter ID and they check how much, what is your age, whether you have voter ID or not, right? And based on that, they keep the second process. It's like this. So if you see here, these are variables. Age is variable, nationality is variable. If both the condition will be true, then only it will go ahead. Correct? So what will be the example for this? If I want to put it in programmatically, probably I put it like this. If, or why I'm using if here. Let's take another very Boolean. So Boolean can vote. You can give any name, right? Can vote is equals to first condition. Age should be greater than equal to 18. And why I'm putting and operator? Because I want to check more conditions. And if all things are true, then only we will say can vote will become yes or no based on that. Okay. And I'm copying it from here only. This condition. Okay. So when you are checking equality, there is a equal to two times you have to write. Okay. Comparison, how comparison operator works is single equal to means it's assignment. You are assigning this value to this. But when you want to check equality of two things, you have to check in this way, right? So based on this only, this will be decided whether you want to make a person to, vote or not vote. It's like this. Okay, fine. There may be condition that there are OR operators. So for example, let's say a person who is appearing on an exam, right? Let's assume the exam is any entrance exam. Let's say engineering entrance exam, right? So what is the rule for the engineering entrance exam is that you should be qualified, like you should have 12th passed or diploma. Okay, any diploma will also work, correct? So you should be either 12th pass or after 10th, in some states they allow you to do diploma also. Okay, so there is a or condition, correct? So whenever you think that there is a or and anyone, if it is true, then we will allow. Okay, so if you want to sit on like engineering exam, it's like either you pass 12th or diploma. So what we will say, we'll again put a Boolean condition, correct? So we'll say Boolean allow exam is equals to, so there will be two variables, maybe passed is equals to 12th, right? Something like this, or degree is equals to diploma, something like this, right? Then this will be decided. If you have passed 12, that is also fine. Even if you are not holding the diploma, we'll allow you. It's like this. So final answer will be true because you have put or operator here. It's like this. So this is the real life example. The thing is, in the background, this kind of code is written when you're using any particular website, right? And you're filling the form, they show you some error sometimes, right? Because maybe they have put and operators in behind, right? So for very simple example is when you do login, right? So your user ID or email should be valid, correct? And your password should also be valid. Then only it will allow you to log in, correct? So in obviously in the background, the code is written for checking two variables. So user ID should be valid is equals to, let's say I'm writing it as of now valid, as well as at the same time, so we have to put AND operator because both the things should be valid. Password is also valid. Then only it will allow you to log in. So I'll say login check is equals to user ID is valid and password is also valid for a login page. Otherwise, what will it will do? It will restrict you to the same page, right? If anyone, so let's assume you are putting user ID is valid, but the password is not valid. So this will become false. So true and false, the final answer will become false. Okay, it's like this. There are a lot of examples in most of the cases. Whenever you are deciding a flow of your program, Boolean is very helpful and these operators are very helpful. Okay. Coming ahead, maybe we see more examples related to this. So this is about there is not, right? So that also we have to understand. There is one more operator which is singly just this one time exclamation kind of mark, which is not. So this will reverse the result. Whatever is the result, it will reverse it. So as of now, for a very simple example, I can say this like this. Boolean, let's say you're saying is raining. Is raining is equals to true. For example, I'm saying it like this. Okay. And let's print it. Is raining. So this will print me true. Correct. This is the value of this variable, right? And if you will put it in double quote, it will print is raining as it is. It will not print true or false. Let's execute it. If you see here, it's printing is raining as it is because you have put it in double quote. So if you want the value also, you can put, just for the showcase, I'm putting it like this. So you can say plus is raining again. So how this 27th line will be executed is it will print this part as it is when you are concatenating or adding this string to a particular value, without double quote after that. So it will be is raining and it will find out what is the value of is raining. The value of is raining is true. It's like this. So this time it will print is raining true. It's like this. Okay. And if I'll do a bit change here, what I'm going to do is before is raining, if I'll put exclamation mark, so this will, what it will do, it will negate it, it will, what we say, change it, reciprocate it. Okay. So if I will now execute this, it will print two lines. See, this is because of line number 27. This is because of line number 29, where at the time of execution or at any point of time, if you will put this mark, it will just change it. It will reverse the result. Okay. If the result was true, it will make it false. If it was false, it will make it true. It's like this. Another example, I'll show you very simple example. Okay. tell me what will be the output if I'll write it like this. Here, if I'm writing 45 is greater than 67. Okay. So what it will print? Tell me in chat window, because of line number 31, what will be the output? This should print is raining false. And what is the reason behind it? Because you're saying is raining will be printed as it is, and you're saying 45 is greater than 67, which is false. It's printing me false. But here, if I'll put exclamation mark here, which will reverse whatever this is false, but it will reverse it now. So here, now it will print is raining true. See here, it's printing at the end is raining true. So this is how this negation works. Okay, fine, fine. Let's understand now if else structure in Java program, and it's very easy. Okay, in the next part we'll do that.